In Exodus chapter 4, God gets angry with Moses because God tells Moses to go to the Israelites and to tell them the message that the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob is going to bring them out of the land of Egypt, out of bondage, and is going to bring them to the land of their fathers that he promised them, filled with milk and honey. And Moses doesn't quite understand why God has chosen him because Moses is slow of speech and slow of tongue. And he tells God this, and God says, I know, I made you. Almost as if God didn't know that Moses was slow of speech and slow of tongue. God gets angry with Moses because instead of trusting God, Moses is doubting him that he has chosen him to speak to the Israelites. And at that same time that Moses is doubting him, God is already making a way for Moses to be able to perform what he told him to do by sending his brother Aaron the Levite to Moses so that Aaron can speak for Moses to the Israelites, so that whatever God tells Moses, Moses will be able to tell Aaron, and Aaron can act as Moses' mouth to the Israelites. And I find this very relatable because when we don't feel equipped enough to perform what God is telling us to do, we often doubt him that he can perform it. But while we are doubting him, when he's telling us to do something, he's already making a way for us. And all God asks us to do is to trust him and to surrender to him and to obey him. And when we do that, he is able to use us as his vessel to be able to complete that which he told us to do. So even when we don't understand or don't see God's plan, that doesn't mean that he's not making a way for you. He's already making a way for us. Our job is not to understand. Our job is just to obey him and to trust him. And when we do that, we become a willing vessel and we are able to be used for God for whatever he's calling us to do. So whatever situation or circumstance you're finding yourself in and you're doubting or you're questioning why God chose me, I can't do this, I don't feel comfortable in this, I'm not equipped enough to be able to do this, know that he will make a way. All you have to do is to trust him, to surrender, and to obey him. When Moses obeyed God, he was able to do many wonders by Moses because he was a willing vessel and he was willing to obey what the Lord said. And whatever the Lord said, that's what he did. And throughout the entire book of Exodus, Moses goes on to part the Red Sea, bring the Israelites out of Egypt, split the rock at Horeb, and many, many, many other wonders that he was able to do because Moses was a willing vessel. So the most important thing is not to understand God's plan, but to trust in him, to carry it out, and to obey him. You never know what he can do with a willing vessel.